Hey, what's up guys? This is TBone here. Welcome back to another episode of playing Legendary Game of Heroes. So today I wanted to talk about a team that I built to take down the ultimate boss at level 5-4, which is just available today. Now this team is very similar to a team I showed a few events ago against a light ultimate boss, which features two Starcaller warriors and two copies of the Nighthawk, as well as one copy of Mondo Nihil. Now this team is very similar, except I'm only using one turn delayer, and I'm using a copy of Aurora Materna, which is available as an ultra rare from the Dust Pool. Now that it's available, you can actually get this card. So this deck is a lot more efficient and takes about half the time it takes to actually defeat the boss. If you remember a few events ago, the time it took for me to take down the light boss was over 1 hour, and I had to build my intensity up to 6,000. With this team, it's less than half of that time, and I'm going to show you how to get this team going in the first few events, and then after that, it's really simple mechanics, and you can defeat the boss easily. Now for this setup, I have a total of 3 honor intensity generating relics, and then I supplemented it with 2 water commander relics. So this setup works only if you can at least get 1 or 2 honor relics, and you need to make sure that you can get water gem matches if possible, but it's not necessary for you to use 2 copies of the Sag Harbor Brute, the turn delayer, and I'm going to show you the reason why. So number 1, when they actually has a revive mechanic, so you're going to be able to survive turn 1. And so after you survive the first hit, you want to make sure that you can actually then now match the other water gems so that you can power up the turn delayer, but you are going to get hit one more time and you're going to lose your health. This is where you're going to use either your free revive if you're VIP, or you're going to watch an ad and come back. At this point, you're going to activate this the turn delayer, and then notice that I don't actually activate my my copies of a Skuka at this point. You want to wait one more turn so that your intensity will go up to 100. Because there's going to be 3 honor relics plus 2 copies of a Skuka, you're going to get 25 intensity per turn. At this point, now you want to activate a Skuka because you're going to get 10 gems per Skuka, and this is going to give you 20 gems total plus any additional water gems that's already on the board, which is sufficient for you to power up the turn delayer again. So at this point, you're going to be able to activate Sag Harbor Brute again, and then you're going to continue to match gems every turn. The first couple of turns, you may or may not actually activate Sag right away, but that's okay, because if you don't do it on turn 1, the very next turn, you will be able to do so. And remember to continue to activate Wende every single turn. Every time that you actually activate her, you're going to generate 5 more honor intensity, which will really help. And what we're going to do is we're going to skip ahead, and I'm going to talk about the reason why Aurora Materna is so much more effective for this particular team. If you take a look at the battle skill for Aurora Materna, it will increase Honor Hero's attack by 40% and 4 additional percent for every 10 intensity. And this will be applied to Wende's attack, nuke attack damage, and so it amplifies it so much more than when Wende is attacking by herself, and that is what makes the increase in the damage so much greater. So at around the 10-minute mark, we're at 1,170 intensity, and you can see that her attack is still getting blocked. So we continue to basically, follow the cadence where we just activate our cards from left to right, and now at intensity level 1,200, you'll notice that when they actually registers an attack. Now this was not the case when we used just a single copy of Mondo Nihil and it didn't have a card that boosted the intensity. And so you can already see we first register our attack at 10-minute mark, whereas in the previous deck, we did not register our first attack until about 30 minutes in. Now, as previously stated, this team took about half an hour to take down the boss, whereas the Mondo Nihil team took about an hour or so. But there's a couple things to keep in mind as well. Number 1, Wende's an older card, so her damage is actually lower than Mondo Nihil's. And number 2, her battle skill will hit twice with her nuke damage, whereas Mondo Nihil will actually do it 3 times. So in essence, the Mondo Nihil team deals about 50% more damage every single turn, and so with this particular setup, without Aurora Materna on the team, it will take well over an hour. I would expect about an hour and 20 minutes to actually complete the boss. And as a reminder, Snatch Harbor Brute can be farmed in the campaign, and here is where you can actually get them, get those cards as well. And so that is all for today's episode. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope that this has been helpful for you, and hopefully this will allow you to take down the ultimate boss at 5-4 so that you can earn those additional quest points. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.